probably know I'm Connor. You probably know this is Katie. Steady.
So we're gonna give
Hang
you
on.
a snippet.
Hang on.
Okay.
Action.
Hello, social media. Welcome to our life. This was Connor's idea.
What?
Because I would never do something like this, but Connor, like a month ago, was like, hey, I have this really good idea. We should vlog the first year of our marriage and put it on social media for people to watch, because maybe it'll help someone, or I think it would be interesting to look back on it, and I don't know.
Maybe in the future, farther down, if we have kids, then our kids can watch and go, you guys are so embarrassing, and make it better. So this is kind of just our intro vlog to what's happening. So we're just gonna do a quick recap of the cool things that have happened to us and where we're at, and throw a few more of these out there as we get closer to our wedding, and then once we get married, hopefully put one out once a week and see what happens with it. So yeah, so we're just gonna kind of do a little catch up of how we met, because we've known each other for around 14 months now, maybe 15, and now we're getting married, which sounds not super crazy, but it's kind of a funny story. You want to say anything?
So, bring you up to date, when me and Connor met about 14 months ago, we had this meeting with his dad to help start this new event at the church we were going to. And basically after the meeting, Connor was like, I was like, hey, this is fine, but clearly this guy's like only business and doesn't want to be my friend. And Connor actually told his dad, like,
I hated her.
I hate her. Connor hated me.
And throughout the summer, we were kind of forced to be together and like interact. And there's kind of a funny story. We would meet with our pastor, and she gave me the nickname of
Poker face.
and it
Because
made me-
Connor would just get there, like, get in these zones sometimes and just be very still like that and have this poker face. So I was like, all right. He's like, poker face. But I meant it in, I don't know, lighthearted way, but
I didn't like it.
yeah. So throughout the summer, we'd hang out with friends and different things from the church, but we never really, like, talked or interacted ourselves. It was just always, like, other people. And, yeah, we're really like friends. Then later towards the summer, we had to meet so often for this meeting thing that we like slowly started to become friends. And Connor made me laugh really hard one time, and
That kind of like changed it
That
for me,
changed
and
it
I
a
was
little
like,
bit.
I can make her laugh, and she's not evil, and she's kind of fun and enjoyable to be around, and I like her laugh.
yeah. So then fast forward, we became friends probably in like August, September is when we started becoming friends. Really funny story. My sister-in-law, Katie, in August, we were at Connor's parents' house for an event with some people and dinner and stuff. And my brother and sister-in-law, Katie, were there. And I found out after the fact, we were sitting at that table, and me and Connor, like I said, were like barely becoming friends then, but I don't even remember talking to him that night at all. We kind of played Frisbee, but I don't think I said anything to him.
But I mostly played with her brother, Joe, because he's good.
And
Joe.
so later on, we find out Katie said to Joe at the dinner table, Connor adores your sister. They're going to get married, or they're going to start dating, or something like that. And we weren't even like friends. So
I did not adore her at the time.
that was crazy. And she actually went home and even told my mom that, which was crazy. But anyways, fast forward, like, we became friends then for this event, and
But
through
at the
this
same
event.
time, I kind of was like, she's only being friends with me because she wants to use me and has to like need help with this event that we're putting on, and because she was doing all the music and I was just organizing, was talking just a little bit, and so I was like, she just wants to use me. She doesn't actually want to be my friend. It's just kind of like fake. But in September, I had one of my best childhood friends pass away in Texas, and the funeral was the day after the event, and I was going to be driving there with my roommates, and I had to drive the night shift. So I had to leave at like 9:30 from this event, and I'd been up working on it the night before, getting stuff set up, and then drive through the night. And I drove to about 5:30 and switched off. And when we were in Dallas, I got a text from Katie, and I remember looking at my roommate Callan and went, I got a text from Katie, and saying that, and it was like the change all of everything for me, because it was like Katie wants to be my friend, is my friend, and is a great friend, and she texted me to make sure I was okay and how I was doing, and just genuinely seeing how I was, and it was like the big switch for me. And then
So that was the end of September.
that was the middle of it.
That was the middle of September, yeah.
And then we went to Ames with Brendan and Lucas, and Brendan's my brother, and then
Oh,
a girl,
yeah.
Heather, and we just had a blast and laughed the entire time.
Like-
and I drank some like fermented Chick-fil-A lemonade that was disgusting that she had left in there for a long
My
time,
Jeep.
and it was so
Which I never
gross.
do.
And we laughed about it, and everything was just fun.
I laughed so hard that day with them. I don't think I'd laughed that hard, and I don't remember the last time. Like, I was like crying, laughing the entire day. And at the end, I was like, you guys, we should hang out more often, which now they tease me about. But I like legitimately just had so much fun with them, and like actually really needed that.
And then the very next week, I got a text from a friend of mine, who's now both of our friends, named Emily Dawson, who said, hey, I have an extra ticket to a David Crowder concert. My friend first. David Crowder concert. My friend. Yeah, my friend. And I said, my friend. And I said, I feel like I need to hang out with Kate tonight. I texted this back to her. She said, oh, I have 2 tickets. And I was like, oh, okay. So Katie and I ended up both going to this concert, and from that, like, it was kind of awkward because I was like, I'm going to sit next to Emily and I'm going to sit on the end seat. So I was like making a point that I wasn't going to sit next to Katie, making like it's not a date, making this kind of obvious, and she never thought it was a date at all.
But you were having fun with me, and you were like
I was-
trying to like deny it. I felt like you were like trying to like be like, I don't enjoy it, but we ended up sitting by each other, and that's
Yeah.
just how it worked out. I didn't try to, and he didn't.
I was
try
trying
to, I guess,
to not
but-
let her know I was having a great time, but I was having a great time, and it was weird. But then we ended up hanging out till like 3 in the morning and got food after the concert and just talked the entire time and realized like, wow, we're really good friends, and we related on so many levels. Even though we're completely different people, which we'll get into more later episodes, we're like opposites almost. Like I was Karen at one point, and things we had in common, and like during our friendship, it was like 3 things. And
So moving forward, then.
yes, moving forward to keep this going.
Differences.
Yeah.
Connor goes in detail, and I'm like, boom. Well, sometimes.
Let's move forward. But anyways, then in October, our second event was going to be happening, and Katie and I ended up going to a coffee shop together and talking. I had this like dream, and I was sharing it with her, and she'd had a dream, and she was sharing it with me, and we ended up going to the Capitol, state Capitol, and just sitting on the steps after having coffee and hanging out for a few hours, and sitting there and talking, and I wasn't sure if Katie liked me, and she didn't think I had any interest. She wasn't sure.
I like thought Connor did, but he never said anything, or like, yeah, I was like, if he did, he would say something. He never said anything.
And I did, but she kept saying how like, oh, I'm just fed up. I'm gonna move. I'm gonna leave Iowa. I'm gonna leave everything. And I was like,
It's true.
so confusing.
Kind of in a running moment in my life.
And I was like, stop running. And then finally we were sitting there talking, and I was like, okay, I'm tired of overthinking this. Would you go on a date with me? And I remember her response being, sure. She says it was.
Finally.
Yeah.
Or yes. I think I said finally.
And I was like,
That's what I
okay.
thought, at least.
But then I was
So-
dumb, so I'll let Katie tell that.
Now, he said, okay, let's go on a date. And then he goes, okay, so I'm thinking like end of November, beginning of December. He asked me like the end of October, October 20th, 23rd or something like that. So he's like, okay, cool, let's go on a date. But I'm thinking it'll be like 4 to 6 weeks away from now.
But I had respectable reasons.
He had his reasons, which I found out later. But still, who does that? Who does that? Okay, you're really excited for this date. Let's wait 6 weeks.
But thanks to
Anyways, thanks to our good friend Verlee, she came in to the rescue, and she was like, "You asked Connor why he's waiting so long." So I ended up asking him that night. So we went from about a 6-week time frame to, okay, well, maybe we'll go tomorrow night. I'll let you know at 3 p.m.
Those
I
are
get
my
off work
words.
at 4:30. So he's going to let me know 2 hours before our date that it's going to happen. So he texts me, not at 3 o'clock, at like 3:30. Okay, I'll be there at 5:47 or something like that. So, but good thing I'm easygoing.
Yeah. So we went on said date, and it was hilarious from the very beginning.
We won't talk about what happened.
Somebody fell. Anywho, we went from hating each other. Well,
Connor
I
hated
hated
me.
Katie. Katie was neutral.
Quickly became friends.
Quickly became friends, and somehow ended up going on a date, and went on another date. And we'll get into more detail on the dates because they're kind of funny and involve the cops in the first one, and it was just interesting. But anywho, we are now engaged. We're 3.5 months in, and
Getting married on September 30th.
we went on that David Crowder concert the first night where I was like, this girl is amazing. I was like, this girl. And that's September 30th, and we are getting married on September 30th, and have had amazing miracles happen left and right for us, and we're going to share those in the next episode. We just want to catch everyone up to date on what's happened to us, where we're going, I guess, and why we're doing this, and just kind of as a briefer episode. So, and I've been wanting to do this, mentioned to Katie like a month ago. She's like, okay, I guess. And then kind of forgot about it and stopped, and then thought about it a little bit. And a friend of ours, Chris, Rife or Reef, we have debate on how you say your name, so you can correct us. Rife. Reef, maybe? I don't know. It should be R-E-E-F is right, Reef. Anyways, mentioned in one of his episodes, you should go follow his episodes and watch him too, because it's a really cool journey. Said you guys should document your journey, and I was like, boom, confirmation. We need to do that. So this is us on our journey.
See you soon.
Bye. That was really high.